Okay, so I'm making a character. It's no one specific. I was just randomly making a character. I was messing around with the symmetry ruler, and the sketch at the beginning was really quick because I did it one line. I used the liquifier tool to pick out the colors. I didn't realize how fast it would be. I should have separately recorded it. And here I'm spinning numbers on the wheel. You'll see what that's for in 1 second after I get the number. So I ended up with the number 1, and I'm using this to spin for extra details I can add onto the face. I couldn't come up with too much, but I will probably be able to come up with more. But I came up with 5, and we ended up getting an eye scar, so I am adding an eye scar onto the drawing. So I started with the skin, and I mainly started with the face, and I did a lot of shading here. I had to make sure everything looked right, and I did a lot of touch-ups. I had to adjust the shoulders because I realized they looked too small for her body frame. And then I started on the lips, and doing the highlights, I didn't realize that they would be symmetrical, but I did like the way they look. Right now I'm doing the scar on the right eye. It would be right looking at the screen. And I actually really like how the scar turned out. I think it looks very cool. And I started shading in her hair. As you can see on the left side, there's everything written down on what colors I'll be using for what, so I could know. Right now I'm erasing little areas in the coloring. You can't really tell. At one point it clicks, but I was erasing. It looked like I wasn't doing anything, but I'm erasing things. What I really like about the symmetry roller is when you erase on one side, it erases on the other, obviously, so it makes the process quicker. So after I did that, I put shadows on the dark part, and I just kind of, I just went with the flow. I didn't really know what I was doing because I'm not very good at shading in the hair. But the highlights, it took many attempts. So I started with just outlining basic things, and I felt like every time I added it, it came off as too strong, and I didn't like how it just took away from the mint green hair because I really liked the color. So in the end, I ended up just adding them and then shading over it with green, so it wasn't too overpowering. And now I'm cleaning up details, I think, but I was adding final touches. I started working on the eyes. I do like the eyes. I like the color scheme that I got. It was more warmer colors of purples and greens. The eyes. I really like how the eyes turned out. And in the pupils, I was trying to add a design without it looking weird. So I just kind of went at that. And I like the pupils. The eyebrows took for it didn't take that long, but all the tiny lines, and they're honestly not that noticeable. So after I did the eyes, I started working on the makeup and the lashes, and then I went to the blush, and then I was trying to come up with designs. I thought maybe I'll add a cute little tattoo, but I didn't like it. I put black so I could erase all the imperfections and put white down. I outlined it, and then I added a little background. I don't know what to name her. Any ideas?